Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Scream Files. Today we're going to shine a light on some of the darkest corners of the world. Prisons that are notorious for their horrific conditions and the suffering inflicted within their walls. While the purpose of incarceration is to hold individuals accountable, some facilities around the globe operate in ways that are simply inhumane, violating basic human rights. We're counting down 3 prisons widely cited as the absolute worst. This is a heavy topic, so viewer discretion is advised. Coming in at number 3 on our list is Gitarama Central Prison in Rwanda. This facility gained grim international attention in the years following the 1994 Rwandan genocide. Originally built to accommodate only a few hundred inmates, it was quickly overwhelmed, housing thousands upon thousands of individuals, many of whom were accused of participating in the atrocities. The primary reason for Gitarama's notorious reputation is extreme overcrowding. Imagine a space designed for 400 people, holding closer to 7,000 or more. This led to unimaginable conditions where prisoners were packed in so tightly they had barely any room to stand, let alone lie down. Reports from human rights observers at the time described inmates sleeping in shifts, crammed together in every available space, including corridors, showers, and even toilets. This density created a breeding ground for disease. With a complete lack of sanitation and hygiene, infectious illnesses like dysentery and tuberculosis spread like wildfire. Medical care was virtually non-existent, and many inmates died from preventable diseases and conditions. There were deeply disturbing reports of inmates suffering from gangrene due to constant exposure to filth and dampness, sometimes leading to amputations. Perhaps the most shocking and tragic accounts from the most dire periods in Gitarama's history involved instances of cannibalism. Driven by extreme starvation and desperation in the severely overcrowded conditions after the genocide, there were reports of inmates resorting to this horrific act to survive. While conditions have reportedly improved somewhat since the most extreme post-genocide years, the legacy of these unimaginable circumstances and the ongoing challenges of overcrowding and limited resources cement Gitarama's place among the world's worst. Our number 2 spot takes us to Tadmor Prison in Syria. Located in the desert, Tadmor became synonymous with death and systematic brutality under the Syrian regime. While it was reportedly closed in 2001 and later saw some use, its history of extreme human rights abuses is undeniable. The defining characteristic of Tadmor was systematic torture and abuse. Survivors have recounted harrowing tales of routine and widespread torture methods, including severe beatings, the use of electric shocks, prolonged stress positions, and sexual violence. The aim of this brutality was not just punishment, but to terrorize, break the will of prisoners, and extract confessions or information, particularly from political detainees. Tadmor is also tragically known for mass killings. The most infamous incident occurred in June 1980, following an assassination attempt on then-President Hafez al-Assad. In retaliation, units reportedly under the command of his brother, Rifayat al-Assad, entered the prison and massacred hundreds, possibly over 1,000, political prisoners. This horrific event serves as a chilling example of the regime's capacity for extreme violence and the lack of regard for human life within Tadmor's walls. Furthermore, prisoners at Tadmor faced extreme isolation and psychological torture. Many were held incommunicado, denied contact with family or lawyers for years. The constant threat of violence, the witnessing of atrocities, and the deliberate efforts to dehumanize inmates left deep and lasting psychological scars on those who survived. Personal accounts describe a pervasive atmosphere of fear and despair, and the prison widely considered the absolute worst, taking our number 1 spot, is Black Beach Prison in Equatorial Guinea. Located on the island of Bioko, Black Beach has a long-standing and consistent reputation for extreme brutality, corruption, and utterly inhumane conditions. The level of extreme brutality and torture reported at Black Beach is staggering. Numerous accounts from former inmates and international human rights organizations detail routine and severe beatings, torture, and other forms of physical abuse inflicted by prison guards. This violence is often arbitrary and carried out with almost complete impunity. Like Gitarama, overcrowding and disease are major issues. Cells are packed far beyond capacity, leading to squalid and unsanitary conditions. Access to even basic hygiene is severely limited. As a result, preventable diseases are rampant, and the lack of adequate medical care means that many inmates die from illnesses that would be treatable elsewhere. Adding to the suffering is a severe lack of food and clean water. Former prisoners have consistently reported being given insufficient and poor quality food, often leading to malnutrition and weakened health. Access to clean drinking water is also a constant struggle. Compounding these physical hardships is rampant corruption and a lack of due process. Corruption is reportedly endemic within Black Beach, with guards and officials often extorting prisoners. Many individuals held in Black Beach are political prisoners or those who have not received fair trials, highlighting deeper issues within Equatorial Guinea's justice system. The combination of unchecked brutality, dire living conditions, and a lack of legal recourse solidifies Black Beach's position as one of the most feared and inhumane prisons on Earth. Exploring the conditions within these prisons is difficult, but it's essential to understand the realities faced by countless individuals around the world. The stories emerging from places like Gitarama, Tadmor, and Black Beach are a stark reminder that the fight for basic human rights and dignity is far from over. These facilities represent the extreme end of a spectrum of issues that plague many prison systems globally, including overcrowding, violence, lack of resources, and inadequate health care. What are your thoughts on these prisons and the issues they represent? Let us know in the comments below. Your engagement helps keep these important conversations going. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content that explores complex global topics. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.